Rumors had been circulating for months prior to the announcement of a upgraded version of Chrono Cross, but that is now coming very, very soon. Just a couple weeks away, we'll see the release of Chrono Cross the Radical Dreamers Edition. No, it's not a full-on remake in the style of the Final Fantasy VII remake, but it is a significant upgrade to the original release. And unlike the Final Fantasy VII remake, you're not going to have to pay a full $60 for the game, which is always great to see. And again, there are a plethora of upgrades coming to Chrono Cross the Radical Dreamers Edition, so let's talk all about it. Of course, a iconic RPG coming from Square Enix JRPG veterans will be very familiar with Chrono Cross as it released back in the year 2000 on the PlayStation 1. Over here in North America and Japan, it actually came in 1999, but north of 20 years later, we are seeing it be re-released on just about every platform in the form of Chrono Cross the Radical Dreamers Edition. And as I mentioned at the top, there are a plethora of upgrades coming with the return of Chrono Cross. So Chrono Cross is one of those RPGs that many would consider to be a classic. It's got a cast of a significant amount of characters, so there are a lot of stories and characters to get invested into, and now the Radical Dreamers Edition is bringing it back again with a bunch of upgrades. The upcoming release features a wealth of enhancements, as noted on Square Enix's official site, which makes this already great adventure more visually appealing and satisfying to play. There's new content too in the form of Radical Dreamers, and here is a rundown on the official website on what exactly is being brought with this edition. So you've got upgraded models and fonts. 3D models have been converted to high-definition visuals, making them look beautifully crisp on modern displays. The font has also been reworked for HD, and there's a background filter available too. You've got character redesigns and new artwork by Nobuteru Yuki. The original character designer for Chrono Cross has returned to create brand new artwork and character redesigns. You also have one of the best elements of Square Enix JRPGs, music refinements. Newly refined music by Yasunori Mitsuda, the acclaimed composer of the original Chrono Cross, is also back with a new track, and most of the music has been refined, meaning the sound quality has been improved greatly from the original release. You can also switch between the new and updated visual font and 3D models. You can choose between playing with updated 3D models, fonts, illustrations, and filtered backgrounds, and the original graphics, which I always like to see in these remasters. Give players the option to have the completely nostalgic experience with the original look, and then also, for those of you that want a more updated look, you have that option as well. Again, you can choose between playing with the updated models or the original graphics, and switch between the original and refined soundtracks as well, so you can pick on that as well. If you're a purist, you can enjoy the game as it was originally presented. The 3D models, illustrations, fonts, and background filter cannot be toggled separately. They will all be switched together. So you have to pick one or the other, so just bear that in mind. From a battle standpoint, a bunch of quality of life improvements have been introduced to the battle system. These include, you have an auto battle function in the game if you just want to go through the story, the ability to turn off enemy encounters, the ability to change the game speed. You can make the game faster or slower except for cutscenes right from the beginning. I love that feature. If you just want to quickly go through a JRPG and experience its story, that's actually pretty nice. And you've also got battle boost, get an edge on the enemy to make battles easier if you want to progress just through the story. So if you do want a more tamed experience where you can play the game, enjoy the scenery, the soundtrack, and all those elements, and really get into it for the narrative, you have options that'll make it easy. If you want the original experience, obviously you're gonna have that as well, but the convenience of having those elements, I think, are gonna be nice for some people that just want more of a narrative-focused experience. And you have the Radical Dreamers being included, a text-based adventure that originally released in 1996 for the Satellaview, a peripheral for the Super Famicom that never released outside of Japan. So this is a first for Western players to experience Radical Dreamers, and you can get it in this edition just included right in. As the name implies, Chrono Cross the Radical Dreamers edition includes the text adventure now fully localized into English, along with French, Italian, German, and Spanish subtitles. It tells a story that has strong links to Chrono Cross and shouldn't be missed, and is just another addition to the overall experience. A lot of other details came from the official Chrono Cross Twitter account at Chrono Game if you want to check it out for yourself. So there are a variety of different visual modes that you can toggle the game in. You can experience the Tale of Two Worlds in its original aspect ratio, full mode, or with a zoom in, so you have all of those options as well. Outside of the upgraded models, remember that the font has been improved as well to make it look a little bit cleaner, and to keep the experience retro, you can turn this filter off. They've also added a filter to make the background smoother to keep the experience retro. You can turn this filter off and you can go back to standard definition if you do want. We can see the 3D models being revamped and upgraded, and again, you can keep that classic as well, and then the text adventure is included as well. I think the best thing about all of this is sometimes with these re-releases, these upgraded versions, pricing is more important than anything else, and while I think this is a healthy upgrade, I think the fact that they do include the text adventure, all of that is nice. Anything above a certain price range would have definitely turned a lot of players off, but Square Enix has this priced accordingly at $19.99, and I think that's the perfect price for a release like this. Look, it's a game that did come out north of 20 years ago, and while it has been upgraded, it's not a full-on remake or anything like that. I think it's a game that a lot of people are going to check out for the first time, and I think those upgrades are going to make the quality of life and the accessibility of the game a lot better in the year 2022, but at the same time, it is what it is. It is initially a PlayStation 1 title, and a lot of that essence is being kept true, and if you do want the complete essence of that, you can play in the retro mode. Personally speaking, I am incredibly excited for this. Chrono Cross is not a game that I am incredibly nostalgic with, but it is a JRPG that if you're a fan of the genre, you've probably heard about it quite a bit. I personally played it when I was super young, but to actually go back now as an adult and play it with some upgrades, I think that's going to be great to see. So definitely sound off with your thoughts in the comment section down below. I know that a lot of you guys are big JRPG fans, and you're probably going to check out Chrono Cross The Radical Dreamers Edition day one, but I'm also interested to hear from those of you that are a bit more casual, especially with a billion games coming out recently. Is this one that you skip on for now, or do you drop the $20 with the bevy of upgrades that's being included? I think the price point is compelling enough for a lot of people to jump in and enjoy the game. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, you can sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.